Hello students, welcome to political science class. We are now going to discuss about centralized features of Indian Federation or unitary features of Indian Federation. So you see, on the basis of distribution of power, actually, all the countries are divided into two sectors, two kinds. Sorry, one is unitary states, another is federal state. So federal state means that state which have two governments, that is called dual government, one central government or more state governments, and there is distribution of power among them. Same is the case with India also. India has one central government, Government of India, and several state governments, around 29. And there is a collaboration of, sharing of powers, legislative, administrative, and financial powers among them, and the administration is going on. So we can say that India is a federal state. And Article 1 of the Indian Constitution also states that India is a union of states. So this word union centralizes the Indian Federation. Moreover, Casey Ware who said like this that India is not purely federal, it is a quasi-federal state. What state? Quasi-federal state. Who said? Casey Ware. That means in structure it is federal, but in spirit it is unitary. So federal in structure, unitary in spirit. Thereby, this question may also come like this. Discuss India as a quasi-federal state. So the same answer you have to write. So how you will justify this? You will say like this, that although India is a federal state, it has some unitary features which makes India a quasi-federal. Right? So now you have to describe the unitary features or centralized features of Indian Federation to prove that India has centralized federation, centripetal federation. So actually federalism, three types are there. One is centripetal, another is centrifugal, and another is cooperative federalism. In India, because the central government is more powerful, we say it is centralized federation. And somewhere where the states can separate from the center at any time they like. As you know that the word federation derived from the Latin word feudus, which means what? Agreement. But this agreement is not tight. At any time, the state governments can separate. Then that is called centrifugal federalism, Commonwealth of Nations, for example. But actually, India is having a centripetal federation where all the states are so united that they cannot separate from the central government. So anyhow, coming to the direct point is India is a quasi-federal state because it has following unitary features. So what are the unitary features? You have to describe one by one. One, single constitution, because India maintains single constitution, uniform civil code, and a uniform law all over the nation. So it is said to be unitary by nature. And entire nation follows the constitutional rules. One constitution, one rule system is going on here. Okay. The second point you have to say that single citizenship. Actually, in federal states, we do found dual citizenship. For example, in USA, you can see, but in India, we adopted a single citizenship formula. That means here the citizens are considered as the citizen of this nation, not of the state. We have not granted with the two voter IDs. We have not granted that we are the citizens of state first, then citizens of nation, like USA, we don't have. That's why we are under one banner, Indian, the nationality. So we have single citizenship, which also proves that India is unitary or centralized. Next, you think about the provision of emergency. The provision of emergency under Article 352, 356, and 360. Emergency provisions are generally found in the unitary states, but it is adopted in India. The president enjoys this power. Next point we will go, role of finance commission, role of ordinary general role of mm, controller and auditor general. All these things also shows that Indian administration is more centralized. So in this state relation, the central government happens to be the more powerful because it controls the states through the governors, finance commission, controller and auditor general, attorney general, and one more point we will go now. Next point you see centralized planning. Whatever Niti Aayog or Planning Commission is formed in 1951 in India, so here this planning and development are unilaterally decided by the center and imposed upon the state. What does it mean? The central government is more powerful. Yes, the central government is more powerful. So basing on this, and independent of judiciary is one point. Okay, an integrated judiciary. Integrated judiciary we have done because the lower court should be entangled with the higher court and the Supreme Court. So in one way or other way, we are linking with the central government's direction and control. So our federalism is centralized federalism or unitary federalism. Similarly, single election commission and all India services system under Article 312. All this also proves that we are inclined to the central governments. All the state governments are being worked under the control and the direction of the central government. Therefore, undoubtedly, we can say that India is a more unitary than federal, or you can say it is a quasi-federal state. Thus, in legislative matter, administrative matter, financial matter, everywhere central government imposes its power on state government. So undoubtedly India is a centripetal federation or centralized federation or a quasi-federal state. Okay students, thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.